Hi, thanks for stopping by. My name is Wanda, and today I'm just going to be talking about some ideas to help keep you warm in these freezing cold nights. Um, so, the first thing I'm going to start with is this little butane eater, and I got this idea off of one of Bob's videos, one of his earlier videos. I think it was from a few years ago. Um, and it uses this little heating thing that you can put on top of the butane stove. So once this warms up, you'll see this will get very red up here, and then you use this little reflectant behind it, which you would use to stop splatter if you're cooking, but it also helps reflect the heat from here. As you can see, it's already getting very red. And this will feel like I'm sitting in front of a fireplace very shortly. Of course, I don't recommend that you use this in the nighttime when you're sleeping, but if you're getting up in the mornings and you want a quick, easy way to warm up your place and you don't have a Mr. Buddy heater or a diesel heater or something else, this is an idea that may work. This I paid $12 for off Temu. And a little tip on Temu, if you're going to order, I'm going to shut this off actually, 1 second. If you're going to order something from Temu, and really check the prices, because you could see the price at $50 and be scrolling down on that same item, maybe farther down the page at $25. I also find that if you want something, put it into your cart. Don't purchase it right away. Let it sit there a week, and they will eventually email you, message you that the price has dropped down. When I first saw this item, it was $17. I dropped it in the cart. It went down to $12, and then I purchased it. So that's the way Temu works if you're not really familiar with it. It does have free shipping. It's one of my favorite places right now to shop from. But you do have to be careful. Make sure you read the reviews on everything. Okay, so that's that thing. All right, so now this bottle. I talked about this one in the summer, that you could use to put ice in to help keep yourself cold, and put a fan behind it to blow the cold air, or put this behind a fan, whichever way works. Either, they both work. It also works if you put hot water in it and you put it at your core inside of a sleeping bag or where you're sleeping, and help keeps your core warm during the night. And this is recommended by my son, who did cadets, and he slept in -40 weather, in a tent outside, a non-heated tent, just a sleeping bag with this bottle of hot water in the tent. Um, it's not recommended that you sleep with clothes on in the cold. Although you may be tempted to, it's really not recommended. They recommend that you sleep in your underwear with a warming thing such as that, and a hat, mitts, and that's basically about it. If you're in a good sleeping bag, you'll be perfectly fine. If you sleep with your clothes on, you'll find the following day will be very hard for you to warm up. Especially if you're going to sleep in the same clothes that you're going to get up and walk around with during the day. What you can do is take your clothes off to your underwear, roll them up, and put them aside inside the sleeping bag to help keep them warm, so you do have warm clothes to put on when you do get up. That's what I would recommend, and it does work. Okay, so what else do I have here? Okay, so another thing, if you have a microwave, I have a microwave here which I run off the Jackery. It's a 700-watt microwave, and if you have a microwave, this is, I don't know if you can really see, this is rice in this bag, but you can just put the rice inside of a sock, and it works the same as those ones that you would buy at a drugstore somewhere, like a rice pack for heating up to go on your back or whatever. It works the exact same way. You can heat it up in the microwave. Rice is cheap. Socks are fairly cheap, so buy some socks, buy some rice if you got a microwave, and use this. And again, put in a sleeping bag with you at your core to help keep you warm. Next, we lose a lot of our heating. Our body temperature escapes through our head, of course. So you should definitely, in the freezing cold, wear a hat if you're comfortable wearing one. no clothes, but wear a hat. And even gloves, too, is good. Also, socks. Because a lot of us, especially at our age, our feet starts getting cold. The circulation is not there so much. But inside of these socks, what you can do to help is, 1 second here now, put some pepper. So you put about a teaspoon of black pepper and you put it inside of a sock, something like this. Doesn't have to be like this one. This one is a really warm sock. And you can fold it down about halfway. So turn it about halfway inside out. Put the pepper in. Make sure it covers the top part. So like shake it around and then right here, because it's the top part of your foot that you want to keep warm, not the bottom part. And also, of course, at the toes. Once you have that done with your sock, I would wear a thin sock on your foot first and then put the thicker one on over the outside. I don't recommend putting the pepper right on your feet. And on the internet, it does suggest that you use cayenne pepper. I've tested both. I tested cayenne and the black pepper, and the black pepper definitely comes out on top. The cayenne pepper, I didn't even really feel it at all. And the black pepper is cheaper. This can probably do you all winter. All right. So I also have this little pillow thing that I made today. It's from an old cushion I have, and I just made this to cover up, if I can get it open here. And this is just a hot water bottle thing inside of here. You can get this from Walmart. $10 Canadian, $8 US. And you just, of course, fill it up with hot water. Most of people our age are familiar with these from years ago. They were quite popular, and they still work the same when you're camping or whatever. And I put the cover on over because it's nice and soft, so it's nice to, you know, put it at the core in the nighttime, and that way you don't feel the rubber. You can, by the way, you can buy these on Temu. They're made a little bit better than this one, but you can buy them. They're about $6 for this little fluffy type of thing that you can get on Temu. Alrighty, what else do I have in here? I got this, sorry, 1 second. All right. This blanket here, you may have seen it before. So inside of this little duvet thing is a, where's the cord gone to? I have a little, it's like a throw that's inside of here, an electric throw, which is 12 volt, and I plugs it into my jackery, and I will lay that on top. So I will lay my sheet down first, then I will lay this duvet with the throw, the electric throw inside of it on top of there. I will lay on that, and then to cover me, I will use a weighted blanket, and that's what I use. I don't use the sleeping bag because I'm just not, I feel confined in a sleeping bag. I feel like I can't move around, and like if there was an emergency, I feel like I couldn't escape fast enough. So for me, the weighted blanket and with this throw turned on underneath me, I'm super toasty. So that is an idea if you want to try something like that. If you have a sleeping bag, that's better, because you can get some really good sleeping bags now for like down to -40. I also have, sorry, this is just another idea if you happen to have one of these things laying around, and they're usually pretty plentiful. So this is just that thing that goes on the seat there for warming your seat. It will plug into a cigarette lighter, and it also too works in a jackery. Oh, I wanted to say first though that the throw inside of the duvet, that uses 70 watts of power. Not really too bad. And like I said, this thing here, what you could do with that, you could also lay that on your bed in the nighttime and plug it into your jackery, and you don't have to keep it going all night. But if you If that's all you have, you can use that and just turn it on occasionally to warm yourself up or to warm your bed up before you get in or whatever. And it really serves the same kind of purpose, really, as what the throw does. I wish I had have thought of this earlier, because I went out and purchased a throw when I had this already at home sitting in my basement, and I found this after the fact, and I was like, oh, it's too late now. But I thought I would share this with you. I paid about $20 for that thing on at Canadian Tire, but there are so many of them around at the thrift stores right now. You can probably pick one up at a thrift store for about $5. Yeah. Okay, other ways to stay warm. You could use the little clay pots that you can buy again at dollar stores. They're just these bronzy, like clay looking things. Not non-paint, of course, with no paint on them, and they usually have a hole at the bottom. You can put candle inside of there and they warm up and the heat comes off of them. Again, don't do this, you know, like while you're sleeping, because it wouldn't be safe. Just like using this, you wouldn't use this while you're sleeping, only for emergency type use. And same with my Mr. Body heater. I only ever have that going when I'm awake. And I have 2 carbon monoxide detectors, one at the back and one at the front, but I still wouldn't feel safe with it going. And I'm not saying that they're not safe to use inside. I don't have any problem during the daytime with it going all day. The alarm has never gone off, but I don't want to take no chances because I want to wake up in the morning. So that's it. That's about it. And I'm going to be actually installing a diesel heater. I have one purchased. It's one of those Chinese ones. They're pretty popular right now. I paid like $160 with the delivery, and it burns about 1 gallon of gasoline in 2 days if you use it on low. It comes with a remote control. It comes with all the attachments you need. The only thing I went out and purchased extra was a thing that goes onto the pipe that goes onto the muffler, because the one that came with it was only maybe 1.5 feet long, so I got about another 3 feet so that I can make sure that I direct the exhaust fumes completely away from, you know, being able to come back inside, because that would defeat the purpose then. So I think what I'm going to do, hook that up into where the toilet is. But I got to get help with that, because I got to drill holes in the floor, make sure it's all done safe. I'm also not sure how to connect it to my Jackery. Some people say the Jackery is not strong enough to power it. It's an 8-watt. I haven't looked into it enough. It did say when I purchased it that it would work with a power pack such as the Jackery. So again, I haven't tested that out, but I'm going to have it ready for next year for sure, because it does come with a remote and you don't have to get up out of bed. You can wake up in the morning when you're cold, just hit the button and it starts up. You can use it 300 feet away, and that would be more suitable for warming up a van in the winter time. I mean, when you're inside the comforter and the covers, you're warm anyways, but it's getting out and up is when you start to feel the cold. That's about it. So hopefully you like these ideas. Hopefully there's something in there that you haven't heard of already and you can use. And if you have ideas yourself, and I'd appreciate it if maybe you would share them with us, with me, and with anybody else who's going to view this video, because a lot of us have ideas and that no one thinks of, or you may have an idea that you think everyone knows, but we don't know it. So if you would share it, that would be great. The more ideas out there, the better for everyone who, you know, whether you're living in your van full-time or you're just traveling during the winter time and camping out. It's always good to know how to stay warm. And if you have good ideas, that's great. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm a little slow climbing up there. So I think I reached 2,000, like 240, something like that. Yeah, about that. So I'm hoping I can, you know, by the end of this month, maybe get up to 2,500. So if you could help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. And in the meantime, I wish y'all a great day, a great week, and until the next time, bye.